Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done a video for just over a week now, and that is because we've been moving back into our house that we've been renovating. So this is the kitchen, it's almost there, we've still got a little few bits to be doing to it. We decided to decorate it ourselves, which from a bare kind of building and all the plaster and decorating all the skirting boards and the windows and windowsills and ceiling has taken us a long time, and I definitely underestimated how much work decorators do. But anyway, I am back to making videos now. So today's video is going to be what I'm looking at investing in my ISA, my investment ISA for next year. So the allowance that you have in the UK to invest tax-free in an investment ISA is £20,000. So I'm basing this on investing £20,000. I will be investing over the course of the year, and it is that target to meet that £20,000 in that investment ISA within next financial year. So that's really exciting. So I've just started planning for that and looking at the different funds that I want to put into that ISA. So I thought this video might be interesting for some people. I will do a more in-depth video when I've finally selected all the funds that I'm going to put into this ISA. But for now, this is just my initial research. Definitely don't copy what I'm doing. Do your own research. You know your own mind and your own plans better than I do, obviously. So yeah, definitely do your own research, but I thought it'd be interesting for you to see what I'm looking at as a whole, just to give you some ideas really. So yes, as I said, you can invest a full £20,000 in each tax year in an investment ISA, and you will not be taxed on any money you make from that. So I will be predominantly investing in funds, and I will be doing a mixture of actively managed funds and then also ETFs as well. So this video features the actively managed funds that I'm interested in and also the ETFs. And then once I've put all that money into an investment ISA, I will also be able to show you the breakdown of the portfolio and show you exactly what I've done. But obviously we've got to wait until next financial year to do that. So this is just my kind of preliminary looking into what I think I like the look of. So the reason that I invest in funds is obviously they're much more diverse. Although I really enjoy investing in different stocks and shares, and I do have portfolios for doing that, when it comes to bigger pots of money, I would much rather invest in funds. So I invest in actively managed funds, so they are managed by a fund manager, and I personally think that their experience with investing is definitely much longer and much more educated than mine is. So that is why I am happy to invest in actively managed funds with a fund manager. And I will also be investing in some ETFs as well, which are obviously not actively managed. So a real mix across the board there. I'm really looking at this as a kind of growth portfolio, and I do not plan to touch a lot of this money in the next 5 years. So I will have an emergency fund set aside. So yeah, I am not going to be taking money out of this. Ideally, obviously circumstances can change, but I think it's important to only invest what you're comfortable with. And also for me personally, I like to invest for the long term and to keep money in investments rather than be pulling it out. So I have got 8 funds here that I'm going to talk you through. My daughter is just upstairs having a nap, so I'm hoping I can run you through these quickly before she wakes up. And then obviously in the video that I do my investment portfolio for my investment ISA in the next financial year, I can share that all with you and explain all the different quantities of those different funds that I have and the amount of income I have in each one. But this is more a quick run through of the ones I'm interested in, and I will be doing more research, which I can definitely share with you as well. So the first one that I will be putting some money into is an actively managed fund. So I'm going to talk you through 6 actively managed funds that I've either held previously or that I plan to hold in the future. So the first one is Baillie Gifford American B Accumulation Fund. Now I have held this for probably the last couple of years. In the last year, the annualized performance is 100%. So they've made 100% in the last year, and then the 5-year annualized is 37.31%. So really strong returns there. I really like Baillie Gifford funds as a whole. You'll see I'm just about to list 3 more Baillie Gifford funds that I will be investing in, and then we'll move on to some other ones. So the next one that I will be investing in is Baillie Gifford Pacific. That has had a 1-year return of 73.14% and a 5-year annualized return of 26.85%. So that's another one that I currently hold in my investment ISAs. So nothing new. Obviously, it's important to do your research again, but as I've been holding these ones for some time, I've already done that research and I feel comfortable with holding them. And then the next one that I'm already invested in, that I'm going to continue to invest in, is Baillie Gifford Positive Change. So that's a really, really good one because obviously they are looking to have a positive impact on the world, and they look at investing in companies that are particularly interested in sustainability. So this is one of those ones that I think I feel good because it obviously makes money, but on the other side of things, the companies that they're investing in are very strong, positive change companies. So I am already invested in Baillie Gifford Positive Change, but this new £20,000 allowance, I will be putting some of it into Baillie Gifford Positive Change again. Their 1-year returns are 68.89%. So Baillie Gifford Positive Change, as I remember, previously had Tesla as one of its kind of top 5 holdings, and obviously in the last kind of couple of weeks Tesla has started to go down a little bit, so that return is not as great as it was previously, but still a really, really great return. Then their 3-year annualized return is showing up as 30.63% at the moment, so really strong returns, and again I like that element of positive change in there as well. Then the final Baillie Gifford one that I wanted to run you through was Baillie Gifford Long Term Global. So that has been established for less than 5 years, so don't have an annualised 5-year return for that. But their growth in the last year was 77.45%, and their 3-year annualised returns 31.72%. And again, that is another one that I'm currently holding. So just to give you one more that I'm currently holding that I'm probably going to have in this £20,000 portfolio is a tech one. So we have seen that tech has dropped in the last couple of weeks. It hasn't been a great couple of weeks for tech, but I think hopefully things may have stabilised by the time it comes round to being able to invest in this next investment ISA. If they haven't, I still believe in tech in the long term. So as this is a long-term investment, I do still feel comfortable investing in tech. So that next one is Blackrock Global World Technology D2. So their 1-year return is 67.40% and their 5-year is 36.51% annualized returns. So really strong returns there. I did have a couple of tech funds actually previously, but this is the best performing one that I have held, and also I was kind of finding that I was having different funds that were tech funds, but actually they had a lot of the same holdings, so I just thought, you know, keep it consistent and keep it concise. So I'm just sticking with one tech fund, I think, in this £20,000 portfolio. Then the next one that I plan on investing in is a new one. So again, these ones I think I have done less research into. These are ones that I'm interested in, but I will be doing more research before I put my money into them. So yeah, I will be doing more research on this, but this is just more to document my kind of early research into the companies that into the funds that I'm thinking of investing in. So this one is Premier Mitten UK Smaller Companies. Now their 1-year annualised return is 125% and their 5 years is 17.05%. I will probably look at doing a smaller proportion of this one, and I'm going to do a little bit more research into it, but I still think that it could be quite strong returns. I, for years, didn't invest in any UK funds, specifically because of Brexit and not having a huge understanding of what that was going to do to the economy. I just felt more comfortable staying away from investing in UK funds. But I think as things have stabilised, I think I feel more comfortable investing in UK smaller companies, and I think that this might be an interesting one to do, but I am going to do more research. So let me know if any of you are invested in this one. It would be really interesting to know. Yes, that's my next one. Moving on with my little notepad. The next one that I'm thinking of investing in is Gamstar Fund, or Gamstar Fund Disruptive Growth. Their 1 year annualized return is 58.84%. 5 years is 31.28%. So really, really strong returns. And that is the last managed fund that I'm thinking about investing in. So we'll have to see how those go. I'm going to do more research. This is just my initial thoughts about what I'm thinking about doing, because obviously we've still got around about a month before I can open up this investment ISA and start putting money into it, and hopefully getting that £20,000 into it in this tax year. That'd be awesome, but we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, you never know what's going to happen now, do you? I think things are so unpredictable with COVID, so we'll see how income goes. So yeah, that is what we're thinking at the moment. Then moving on to ETFs, so I'm going to share 2 ETFs with you that I thought looked particularly interesting. One of them I featured in my previous video, which is iShares Global Clean Energy. That, as I said, is an ETF. It is not actively managed. Their 1 year returns was 70.97%, and then their 5 year annualized returns were 23.96%. So really strong returns. I'm particularly interested in clean energy and sustainability and doing things to help the environment. So I think that could be a really, really interesting one. It has dipped a lot. There was talk of a kind of tech and clean energy bubble. So perhaps it has been in a bit of a bubble, but I think it is something that can only grow in the future, hopefully. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just my own thinking and thoughts. Then the last one that I'm thinking about investing in is again an ETF, and that is LGE Ecommerce Logistics. So their 1 year return is 63.56%, and their 3 year returns are 17.08%. So really, really good returns. I think this would be a nice diverse portfolio spread across lots of different countries and also different sectors. So I think it could be really interesting. I am going to continue doing some research. I think once we've settled into the house a bit more, I've got a lot of stuff I need to still be doing, a lot of things that need kind of finishing off, different electricians and carpenters coming in to do for different kind of final things. So I haven't put as much time into researching this as I would like to, but I am planning on putting some more time into it, and I will be able to share with you my full portfolio once I've opened it in the new tax year. So if that's something you're interested in, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe to this channel. That would mean a lot to me. I think, at just over 300 subscribers, which, to be honest, I think is awesome. I know there's obviously people out there that have got thousands and thousands of subscribers, but for me, I am so pleased to have that many. Thank you so very much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and have an awesome day. Bye bye.